Let's get in there and draft. Where are we at? Oh, we're right here at the 6th hole. Who Hames is in here. That's all I know. Me and you, Who Hames. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. So we're at the 6th hole. So we're gonna go. Let's look at our people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I guess we'll go more Amon-Ra over Bijan. I don't have a lot of Amon-Ra shares, so I'll probably go Amon-Ra and just try to see what that happens. Zeus. Yeah, I'm not crazy about Zeus, but I do need to get a couple shares of him. Get some Devonta Smith. I do need to get some more Devonta Smith. That offense is going to go crazy. I do need more shares of Devonta for sure. Dame just pulled up. I would have hopped in. No worries. May have some value without the gang. Possibly. Possibly. We'll see how these other guys draft. Do we? Yeah, we definitely don't know anybody here. Am I the highest drafter? Nope, we have a 92 here. We got a 92er right here. Everybody else looks like they're under 30. Except for the 63. Everybody else besides us, closer to either 30 or below. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of value comes out and see what happens. Like I said, I think I'll be close to 100 drafts towards the end of this week. So we'll see how that goes. All right, let's see. You surpassed me in drafts. Good job, AP. I'm rocking and rolling, man. I have to draft 5, 6 drafts a day. 7 drafts a day. I think I did. What did I do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 7 drafts yesterday. Crazy. At the end of today, we'll be in the 90s. So I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 this morning. We're going to go live at 5 p.m. Eastern time tonight. We'll probably do another 2 to 3 tonight. We'll probably draft with Disco. I might even draft with Sleaze. I mean, there's a lot of people that I'll be drafting with, and then I might do one on my own before I go to bed. So we rock and roll. We do a lot of drafts every day. All right, let's see. Nothing crazy. Yeah, we'll grab our Amon-Ra share here. That's fine. We need more Amon-Ra. Man, I hope at the end of the day, I might be like $10,000 in best ball drafts this offseason. Holy. We are really throwing down money on best ball. I'll be at least $5 grand in for sure. For sure. Right now, with barely any news and stuff, I found a lot of my teams were similar since ADP is pretty much the same. Yeah. That's why I try to do, you probably notice on the streams, I kind of go outside the box. I try to do different things just to mix up not only my team, but mix up the whole draft so maybe more values fall to me and stuff. So sometimes you just got to do some different things. I got to pop 2 to 3 a day to close out 150 to start the start of the season. I haven't actually did my math, but I think with as many drafts I'm doing 2 streams a day. I mean, I'm going to be freaking, I'll be in, yeah, by this weekend, I'll be well into the 100. So I'll definitely easily max this out. I looked the other day and I'm like 6K in. Yeah, Who Hames? I'm going to be up there, man. Cuz I've got a lot of money on Underdog already too. But we'll never know. When we max this out, if they haven't come out with another tournament by the time I've maxed this out, we'll just start doing, I guess we'll start doing $2 drafts. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, coming back around here, we got to grab another wide receiver. Let's see what wide receiver we're going to go. I'm not going to go running back, even if JT or Jameer falls to me. I'm not going to do... Well, should we do Jameer if he falls? If Jameer falls, I will get my first share of Detroit. I'll get a little Jameer St. Brown action. What do you guys think about that? 56 days till kickoff. I'm so excited. The roll, what's good, man? I'm at the laundromat. Washing machine is broke. Oh, man. I can't stand going to the laundromat, man. Whoo, I hate that. Should we go Jahmyr Gibbs here? if he falls to us with us having St. Brown. I really don't want Jahmyr Gibbs as a second round pick, man. Go Olave? Yeah, trust me, I want that. I want that. But Jahmyr, I have no shares of Jahmyr. A lot of people like to go Jahmyr with Bijan. I had the opportunity to do that the other day. Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan together, 2 pass catching backs. I should have done it just to be different. JT. I'll take Gibbs. Okay, he took Gibbs. Well, then this is easy for me. I'm going Debo. I'm going Debo. Out of 500 drafts, I haven't had a Jahmyr Brown team. Yeah, I would have done it. But he was drafted. I would have done it too. I would have done it. You start Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams. I like it. The more and more I think about Devontae. Oh my gosh, guys, I got my rankings videos coming out. I don't know if I'm going to put them out next week or the week after, because I still have to record them. But I did my rankings and stuff. And man, Devontae Adams has shot up my rankings. At least 3 or 4 spots. I have to look at it. I'm really starting to like Devontae the more I dive into it. Jahmyr's a decent pick. I think he's a decent pick in the 3rd round, not the 2nd round, right? Because when you want a 2nd round running back, these running backs here are the main ball carrier for their team. They are the man. Jahmyr Gibbs, he's got David Montgomery, man. I don't like drafting or using one of my high picks on a running back that's not on the field all the time. Too much capital on one team too early. I agree with that. I have Jahmyr, ASB and Laporta. ASB. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh God, I got you. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Laporta team, and you hated it. Devontae is way higher pick in a full PPR for me. Dude, I love Devontae, man. Love it. You guys already know, 3rd round, I'm locking in Derrick Henry. I'm locking it in. I need more Derrick Henry in my life. How much Henry to... I want to see how much Henry to Barkley that I have. Let me see, guys. Give me a second. Running back. We've got Derrick Henry. We've got 21 shares of Henry and 15 shares of Barkley. We got 21 of Henry and 15 of Barkley. Well, I would have taken Barkley there. I would have taken Barkley here because we have more Henry than Barkley. I want more Barkley and I want more Henry in my life. I need more Barkley and I need more Henry in my life. What do you think of Taco Time? What do you think of Taco Time? What the what?
What?
I don't know what Taco Time is. I love tacos though. I love DK. Look, DK Metcalf. He's a touchdown machine. I think Jonathan Taylor should be 3rd rounder too. Possibly. Sell me on JT Hoohames. I couldn't disagree more. I got 3 Pepsis for the price of 13. Oh, never. I got 3 Pepsis for the price of 1. 3 came out in the vending machine. I thought you said you got 3 Pepsis for the price of 13. I was like, dude, you got ripped off, bro. I see there's a space there now. There's a space. I read that wrong, the roll. I read that wrong. Dude, that's awesome. Drink it up. We are 2 years removed from 18 touchdowns. Yes. AP, I think JT should be a 1st rounder, man. JT's that good. Or at least beginning of the 2nd. He's going to be a hoss. And with AR now, too. A lot of play action passes. They're not going to be able to just stack the box. You know, with Anthony Richardson there. I think he's going to be amazing. In my Dynasty League, I have Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor. And I have Man Meat. All right, we got St. Brown. We got Samuel. We got Henry. Where are we going? We could do Pacheco. We could do McLaurin. Josh Allen's always a possibility. Amari Cooper, I'm not mad at either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll get one of those 4 guys. One of these 4 guys is going to be on our team. We'll see what happens. 9 and 5. It's 14 and 10. So either one of those is good. Josh Allen's going to be hard to pass up on if he's there. Josh Allen's going to be really hard to pass on. All right, he's taking it. Hopefully he takes one of these guys so my decision's real easy. Good. Terry McLaurin. Made my decision easier. I actually like T. Higgins this year. I have 0 shares of T. Higgins, and I will not get shares of T. Higgins. I can't draft a player who will not be on the field. T. Higgins will not be on the field this year. His O-line 2 years ago was hurt. Then he got hurt last year, didn't do much until he was fully healthy. Looked like his old self. I agree with that. It's a prove it year to get paid. I disagree, the role. I think it's a year to not get hurt so he can get paid. If he stubs his toe, he will not be playing. He will miss a ton of games this year because he's afraid to get hurt. Because if he gets hurt, he will not get paid. I think T is too high of value. I'm not touching T. Higgins. I'm not touching it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think he's going to be playing. I see someone sexy on the screen. Who Hames called you, or Hot Take City called you sexy. Hot Take, good of you say something like that about Chewy, man. Thank you, man. He appreciates that. And I appreciate all you guys smashing the like button for me. Thank you so much. It really helps out the channel. You guys know. All right, we're coming around the mountain when she comes. I'm staying away from a lot of Josh Jacobs as well. You know we got to go wide receiver here. A lot of good wide receivers here. I have a ton of Jaden Reed already. I don't have a lot of Chris Godwin, so I will be grabbing a share of Chris Godwin here. I just don't have a lot of him, and I want to start getting more of Chris Godwin. I know they're going to move him more into the slot, which is really what his role should be, and he should help him out. He had 1,000 yards receiving, and he didn't even play in the slot. You can have T. I'll get 100% of my Higgins on DK, where I'm getting him at 50. Nice. That's great. That's great. I'm liking the way my team is looking so far, y'all. I think it's sexy. I think it's sexy. All right, where do we go from here? We could do some different things here. I don't want to go early tight end. We could grab a share over here or there. There's some wide receivers that we like as well. I do need more Lad McConkey in my life. Okay, we got some. We'll wait till Who Hames picks, and then we'll kind of go over what we want. I fear AR will be pretty much be hurt in the red zone. They'll clearly invest in money in the capital and their wideouts. Possibly. He never falls, though. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I think this year is going to be so great. And I hope you guys tune in. Again, I'm trying to definitely promote this. But every Sunday morning, guys, we are going live. I think the time... I think it was 12, 11, 10, 9. I think it's 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. Eastern. Every Sunday morning, we're going to go live. We're going to talk some football. All right. We may go Joe Mixon here. Deontay Johnson, Hopkins is here. We can either go Joe Mixon or Lad McConkey. We'll go one of these guys. Joe Mixon or Lad McConkey. Although Mixon and Henry is the same, that's okay. I'm okay with them having the same bye week. Well, that doesn't matter. But we're going to take another share of Lad McConkey. I'm okay with that. But we don't have much McConkey, and I want to get more just in case he does come out on fire. I honestly believe the Colts will finish like 5 and 8 in touchdowns. Like 5 to 8 in touchdowns this year. Maybe. They're going to score a lot. They'll play at the highest pace for sure. I can't wait. Oh, I am so excited, man. Guys, is there anything better than football? Come on. Come on. You got to love it. You got to love it. I like DK far more than T, but if I miss out on DK, I like Higgins. Oh, DK is my dude. I like him a lot. All right, now we got our 5 wide receivers. We're going to calm down on wide receivers. We're going to start smashing some of these running backs. We're going to start smashing some of these running backs. Josh or Lamar? I have Lamar Jackson as my #1 quarterback this year. Josh Allen just raised in my rankings. Guys, I'm looking forward to you guys checking out my rankings videos. When I'm going to release those, my updated rankings. I might updo them next week. You guys may see my rankings starting next week. That man meat is better than football? Facts. It's taco time, Arizona or a Utah thing? I don't even know what taco time is, to be honest with you, but I like tacos. I do like tacos. Let's see. We do have Amon-Ra St. Brown. I wouldn't mind tagging up David Montgomery with him. That would be okay. If we don't have David Montgomery, I guess we'll take a share of Zamir White. Everybody seems to be high on Zamir. That's fine. Or we could take Aaron Jones. Wide receiver, there's a Jamison Williams we could tag up. There's still Evan Ingram there. Man, Evan Ingram. I'm about to say, Evan Ingram's fallen quite a bit. We'll take Montgomery here. Evan Ingram, that fall was nice. I mean, 77 on Ingram. I would have took him at 78. I would have probably taken Ingram there because of the fall. Gonna start hammering Rashee Rice when I start drafting again. I have none, man. I'm at the 20% Rashee. I think at most he misses 4 games. Do you guys think I should start drafting Rashee Rice again? Where's he at? Where's he going? Oh, man. 5th round pick? Are we really drafting him at a 5th round pick? Well, he's going at 6th round. He's actually some like beginning of the 6th round. I could. If I get Rashee at value, I might start taking him. We had the guy Terrence Charles. New to the community. He came in, he was saying he's a defense attorney, and he was just mentioning about there's a possibility for that in his idea, his thoughts, that it could be pushed to the following year, you know. So I respect that. I'm starting to lean that way too, Hames. What do you think of K9 Walker? I love Kenneth Walker. I think he's going to be the man. I don't think Charbonnet is a risk at all. I think in the new scheme, new head coach, new offensive coordinator, I think he's going to be fine. He's 6th round mostly. Yeah, 6th round, I'll probably start taking some snaps at him. Pre-draft stuff, he was going mid-2nd. Okay, yeah, that's true. I thought he's a bad click if I missed any time in this format, but I probably have 3 receivers in most of my builds rounds anyway. I might start. It's a good take. I might start to take Rashee Rice a little bit. We'll see how that goes. I think we can rock that out, especially if we're like in the back end here. If I can get him in the 6th round at the last 3, I'll take him. What is my bye weeks? 14 and 5. Okay. Oh, you guys already know I really love Zach Moss. If not Zach Moss, we'll go Swift. If not Swift, we'll take Mostert or Jonathan Brooks. I really want some running backs. Well, it looks like we're going to get our Zach Moss share. We got so much Zach Moss, but I'm really high on him, so we'll see. He's one of my stands. What's good, Dadrian? I think if you take some running back early, he's the ultimate catch-up click. I agree. If you get buried at wide receiver, you need to make up ground somehow. That's what I was thinking. Like, if I really want to try to get Rashee Rice, you may be able to go 2 wide receivers. 2 running backs earlier here. You know what I mean? Henry, Montgomery, and Moss. I like to start with Amon-Ra, Debo, McLaurin, Godwin, and McConkey. I'm okay with it. I am A-O-freaking-K. Let's see what happens. I have an idea of what I want to do at quarterback. We'll see if it works. We shall see if it works. I've got thoughts. I have thoughts. Zach Moss, I like him redraft, but I don't know how I feel about him in the Dynasty. Bengals could easily draft someone. Yeah, Dynasty, he's a little lower for me, for sure. Redraft, I'm all over Zach Moss. This year should be the man. Rashee is scarier click in this format when all weeks are equal, for sure. Yeah. That's why I have 0 shares of Rashee. And I'm not going to go out of my way to get Rashee Rice. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, this guy has Rashee Rice, though. Am I scared looking at his roster? I mean, he's got a good roster. Rashee Rice could make this, like, really, really studly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Or he could just have a fat-ass 0 right there. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. You know, would you at Rashee Rice or, you know, Jaden Reed or Brian Thomas? You know what I mean? It's like, gosh, man. You're guaranteed to get production out of some of these guys. You're not guaranteed production out of Rashee Rice. And in Rashee Rice, if he does play, he's still got the rookie Xavier Worthy there. He's still got Hollywood Brown there. You know, so he's got more competition at the wide receiver position than he did last year. So it's just, there's a lot of factors in there. You know what I mean? 14, 5, and 12. We're going to go either Devin Single or Jerome Ford. We're going to take that. We'll go to Singletary here. I'm good with that. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. Let's see what falls to us. I like what we're building here, y'all. I think this is solid. I think Rice is guaranteed production over 4 rookies. Brian Thomas Jr., Worthy, Ladd, Rome. And I like all 4 of them. Yeah. I don't know. I think Brian Thomas. I would agree over Worthy, Ladd, and Rome. I don't agree over Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas will be the man. He is the man for Jacksonville, man. I'm not worried about Christian Kirk. Brian Thomas he's going to be the man. There goes Jaden Daniels. I was hoping he was going to fall to me. I mean, why would they take a naked quarter? That's cool. That's cool though. You do you, boo boo. I don't need you. I don't need you, boo boo. Let's see. We can go there and there. That's fine. Okay, Jaden Reed was the rookie last year, who quietly had 60, 80, and 8 touchdowns. Super slept on. Daedrian, I agree. I have so much Jaden Reed. This smells like a 4 tight end man meat build? Possibly. But I know I'm grabbing Brock Purdy if he falls to me. He should. I'm going to take Brock. I wanted Jaden Daniels to match up with Terry McLaurin. I love Jaden Daniels, but I'll go Brock and Debo for sure. I'll take that. Let's look at quarterbacks. He's got 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. He doesn't have a quarterback yet. Does he have? I'm not going to let Brock go. Normally these guys got, yeah, he's got Ayuk. Somebody's probably got Kittle. There he is, Kittle. Yeah, I gotta go Purdy here. Gotta grab your Purdy. I don't mind having a Brock Purdy this year. I think it's going to be a beast, man. Jaden Daniels is going to be a league winner if he can keep up the small frame from injury. I agree. Jaden Daniels is going to be good, man. He's solid. He's solid. We'll take the Purdy with Henry, Montgomery, Moss, Singletary with St. Brown, Samuel, McLaurin, Godwin, and McConkey. Love it. We'll see what falls back to us. All right, we have a plan. We can start with Austin Eckler here. We're going to really punt the tight end this time. We'll go 4 tight ends for sure. Running back 2, Hall or Bijan? Bijan Robinson. That actually changed in my rankings too, guys. I actually have Bijan leapfrogging Hall. I had Hall as my number 2 running back. Bijan is now my number 2 running back. I just think he'll lead the league in rushing yards. I really think he'll lead the league in rushing yards. Well, there goes Eckler. That was that. Let's see. We'll go Mike Williams here. We'll go Mike Williams here. Jaden and Brian Thomas Jr. have same issue. Super talented and incredibly crowded rooms. Yeah, I mean, but I think they're going to stand out, though. I just think that Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be... Listen, he's going to set the world on fire, guys. I've got a lot of Brian Thomas. He'll be a second-round pick next year. Watch. I'm that high on that guy. I am very, very high on Brian Thomas Jr. Very, very high. We're going to do another draft after this, guys. So if you guys want to jump in and draft with us, by all means, get on in here and draft. He absolutely could be. Oh, he's going to be Who Hames. 100%. The dude's a beast. And if it wasn't for... I strongly believe it wasn't for Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr. would be so sought after right now. His numbers were so close to Malik Neighbors, people just don't understand that. I'm high on the whole Jacksonville offense. It's all going to lean on Trevor Lawrence, man. Can Trevor do his thing? That's the question. I knew you were going to go Jared Goff right there. I almost took Goff right here, but I didn't need Goff. Because if Justin Herbert lads to me, I would love to have a Lad McConkey, Jared Goff combo. And then coming back, if for some odd reason I can get Quentin Johnson, I would love that. Justin Herbert with McConkey and Quentin Johnson, I would really, really like. We'll see if he falls to us. There's a possibility, so. Okay, brother. I'm good with that. That Jacksonville offense fell apart after Kirk got hurt. Yeah, but that's why they got Brian Thomas Jr. now. All right, I do like Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert combo. I actually don't have any of these combo, the combo of these two guys. And we tagged up Purdy with Debo. We got Justin Herbert with Lad McConkey. And I would love to get Quentin Johnson next to really get some of that Chargers offense. Because if they're going to be really bad and they're going to be throwing the ball all over the field, I think Quentin Johnson is the number one. I think Lad McConkey would be the number two. And Palmer would probably be the number three. I can't stop drafting Herbert. I love his talent. He's very, very talented. And I'm glad they got rid of the receivers they did. Get rid of Mike Williams. Get rid of Keenan Allen. They're older. Get him some young people he can develop with. I love this. I love it. Jacksonville's overrated? Could be. I think Trevor Lawrence is overrated, but I think he has the talent. He just hasn't shown it yet. You know, I think he came into the league, you know, as the next, you know, Andrew Luck, right? Everybody loved Trevor Lawrence, and I think it was just too much pressure for him. Between that and Urban Meyer being the head coach, so there's that. That kind of stunted people's growth. Hey, John. How you doing, man? We're drafting good. We're rocking and rolling. We'll be doing another one if you want to join us. Appreciate you smashing the like button, coming in here, rocking and rolling. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Can Quentin Johnson last to us? That's what we want to know. Where's he at? Quentin, he's the third one down. We'll see. I think he'll fall to us. Herbert by far my highest exposure in BBM. I have no BBM drafts. None. I have all weekly winners. And as soon as Drafters gets weekly winners, I probably won't even be on Underdog anymore. As long as I like their dailies. If I don't like their daily drafts, I'll go back to Underdog doing the dailies. Remember 6th, 7th round, Darnell Mooney. Dude, I love Darnell Mooney, man. Disco Raid. James, how you doing, buddy? Quill, good morning. Or good afternoon? It's almost afternoon for me. It's still 11 in the morning over here. He says, sleeves where everybody's raiding. Take a break from yard work. Wish I could right now. Not a problem. Who him says, sup, Quill. Appreciate everybody smashing that like button. Just a reminder. Smash the like for me. Helps out with the algorithm. Alrighty. We're going Quentin Johnson. Normally I would go Darnell Mooney. But I'll do Mooney if Quentin Johnson gets drafted. But I want the stack with Herbert. If I can get it. which I should be able to. What's your weekly winner strat? I don't have a strat, man. I just like the freaking... There we go. We got it. I just want people that's going to be able to... I have a couple different strats, I guess I should say. I think it's easier to win week 12 and week 14. So I have a team to where I have no one that has a week 12 bye. I have a team that I have no one has a week 14 bye. I have teams that only have a week 12 bye and teams that only have a week 14 bye. Really, in weekly winners, man, you're just trying to win 1 week. Anything more than 1 week, you're solid. River Wayne, appreciate the sub, man. In a couple minutes, you'll be able to talk to the community. I hope you get to welcome yourself. We're all going to welcome you here in the community. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. But in weekly winners, man, I'm really just trying to win one. Really just trying to win 1 week, right? And week 12 and week 14 are the 2 weeks you got to play with. There are so many solid players in week 12 and so many players in week 14 that I think those are weeks that you can win. So for instance, like week 14, I love week 14. Hold on, I'm going to die. You ever choked on your spit before? That happened to me. But if you grab a whole team with no week 14 buys, that means everybody else is going to be on bye. Everybody's teams have players on bye, and you have a full team going into week 14. You know what I mean? So I've done stuff like that. Trevor Lawrence has the most beautiful deep ball in the NFL. You said Trevor Lawrence has the most beautiful balls in the NFL?
What?
Cool. Jacksonville's my backyard, and I just don't think they have what it takes to compete this year. Possibly. Says, how are you, Who Hames? Most importantly, he has the most beautiful hair. That is a fact. I love drafting Quentin Johnson. Such a discount. I'm right there with you, Roll. Right there with you. How much do you get if you win a week? $20,000. $20,000 if you win. Yep, 20K I win. Yep. With Trevor's deep ball, I love Gabe Davis. Allen has a big arm, but not deep. Yes, it's 20K. 988 subs. Let's go, bro. Am I at 988? That's awesome. 988? I think I'm at 989. But hey, that's cool. That's awesome. Appreciate you. Henry. Man, that's somebody that I wanted. Pearsall. We'll go another San Francisco here with Ricky Pearsall. We need to grab another running back though. Coming back, we can take either 11 or 12. It doesn't matter. We could take either like Braylon, Bucky, Chuba. If any of these guys fall to us, we could take. If not, we'll take like a Dameon Pierce at the end or something. We need to really start stacking up these tight ends too. All right, we're done at quarterback. I want one more running back, and then we can start slamming these tight ends. Did I just say slamming tight ends? Pause. Wait, it's a weekly payout here on Drafters also? No, it's not a weekly payout. We're talking about Underdog. Would you guys be down if I maxed out this tournament and they didn't have another tournament to play in? Y'all would be cool with some Underdog? We could do some Underdog drafts, some weekly winners. I'll share my strat here, but not sure it's the best. I've made a chart of what divisions play each other and their NFC counterparts, and I'm correlating game stacks and bringbacks that way. For correlation and bringbacks are great, man. That's one way to do it. I think it's more effective in BBMs than it is weekly winners, but it's still a good way to do it. Trevor Lawrence, deep ball, or are you jacking golf? What's your take on this? No take. No take. You do you, boo-boo. Whatever you want to do. I know someone who likes that, though. He likes that. He likes it. Cool, I'm great. Thanks for asking. Yo, Cards, how you doing, buddy? Think about weekly winners. There's always one person. You need to 11, 12 lineups are dead. One person you need, so... Well, yeah. I guess. AFC South going to be exiting this year. Oh, exciting. I said exiting. Wow. Can I not read or can I not read? Holy. All right, what are we doing here? All the running backs that we wanted are gone. That's fine. Let's start racking out these tight ends, guys. First on the docket, we're taking Isaiah Likely. First on the docket. We're smashing these guys. Kirk Cousins likes that. You like that? Chewy always catching strays. Facts. 100% facts right there. Chewy has become a part of the channel. So it is what it is. River Wayne, welcome again to the community. Thank you so much for coming in and talking. My league is 1 point per 5. I think that's what you're saying. 1 point per 5 yards returned on a kick. And punt returns. Are there any other fantasy relevant returners besides Shaheed? Well, this year we gotta have to look at it, right? I think depending on who they put as kick returners. So if I'm thinking off the top of my head without doing any research whatsoever, let's take Isaiah Likely. I do like Rashid Shaheed. He's probably one of my favorite ones as far as kick returners go. Who's going to be used as the kick return game? Is Ricky Pearsall going to be a kick returner? I'd have to see the list of kick returners. I don't know if they've all come out with who's going to be kick returning right now. Who's another good kick returner that's going to be up here? Kick returners. My brain is not working. I'd have to look at the list of kick returners. Is Xavier Worthy is a punt return? If Xavier Worthy is a punt return for sure. Who do you have as the #1 finisher in each position per this tourney scoring? It's a good question. Quarterback, my #1 finisher is Lamar Jackson. In running back, my #1 finisher is Christian McCaffrey. In wide receiver, my #1 finisher, I'm gonna still say CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb's gonna be great. And in tight ends, my #1 finisher in this format would probably be Travis Kelce over Sam Laporta for sure. Let's see, Cordell Patterson, but he won't get used as the running back in all of Pittsburgh. Yeah, I thought of Patterson, but he's only going to get that, right? So if you're only doing it for kick return, Patterson for sure. But like I said, like you were saying, he's not going to be utilized in the offense. So he's not going to get you much points. I'd assume Pearsall. Yeah, that's all I was saying. Ricky Pearsall, I wouldn't be mad on for. Card says Patterson for kick return, possibly, but he's not going to be involved in the offense. I'm trying to think of a wide receiver that's going to be involved into the offense, but also doing kick return yard stuff. Like Devontae Walker, maybe for the Ravens. Devontae Walker could do that. Marvin Mims, is Marvin Mims a kicker punt returner? If so, he's an option too. Do you hate any player or just their ADP? I don't hate any player. It's always ADP. It's always ADP. Is there any player that you absolutely hate not because of ADP? Oh, man. There probably is. Yes, T. Higgins. We're going to get a share of Noah Fant here. We're going to rock that out. T. Higgins. I will not draft T. Higgins. It doesn't matter if he's a first-round pick, second-round pick, or... Well, I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you, because if T. Higgins fell to, like, the 10th round, I would take him. But I don't want any T. Higgins. Debo, kick return. Debo Samuel, man. I don't think he'll be used a lot on special. He's going to be the man this year. Mims listed as both on our lads. Well, there you go. I knew you were going to say Higgins. Listen, I don't think he plays, man. I don't think T. Higgins will play. I don't. I just don't see it. He's going to be too worried about his contract, man. It dude gets a bruised thumb. He's like, yo, I can't play. I'm not going to play. You know what I mean? For anybody new, anybody just tuning in, or if you're watching on the replay, if you guys want to come over here to Drafters, use code BayouBingo. It'll match you up dollar for dollar for your first deposit up to $100. It's a win-win situation. Everyone who's also new, make sure we do Ticket Tuesdays. For every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be giving away one free ticket to a subscriber for this $15 tournament. Every Tuesday. Make sure you rock and roll with it. All right. What we got going on? Tight end. We might as well go with man meat. You know what? No, we're going to grab our last running back. I'm going to take Dameon Pierce. Xavier Gibson for kick return. Xavier Gibson's running quarterback reps right now. Gibson might do a little bit of everything because he's the backup to Rodgers in practice right now. He was running the quarterback team. I don't know. He could be. All right. So we finished our quarterbacks. We finished our running backs. We still didn't want to get us a couple more tight ends. I'll be okay with that. If Legette's not returning kicks AP, that'd be sweet. He was solid in college. I think Legette's going to be their #1 wide receiver over Deontay Johnson. I think Deontay Johnson will have more receptions, but I just think Legette's going to be their man. They're not going to risk that, especially with him having injuries already, soft tissue injuries. It's Tuesday somewhere, just not on Earth. Oh, Lord. Gibson listed as current. Really? If Xavier Gibson is, I would definitely say Xavier Gibson for sure. For sure. Listen, if Gelati lasts to us, I'm down. I'm down. Not Jelani, we'll go Jawan. Not Jawan, maybe Ben Sinnott. Lil Kobe Parkinson. Jatavian Sanders, Theo Johnson. Listen, we're just tagging these guys up at this point. We're gonna grab some of these guys. Let's see. What's your favorite build for this contest? My favorite build would be a 2-5-10-3. Would be my favorite build. But I've been doing a lot of 2-5-9-4 here lately, which I probably will do with this one. I'll probably do a 2-5-9-4. Which I've been doing a lot lately. I'm definitely grabbing Shaheed. I love Shaheed, man. He's got those deep balls. He can rock and roll with it, man. Legette's giving me DK Metcalf vibes. Exactly. Exactly. Long shot, but Devin Duvernay. That is a long shot with Devin Duvernay. Long. That's way too long. Not a fan of Bryce. Don't think. Yeah, Bryce. I'm definitely not a fan of Bryce Young. He can't see over the line. Neither could Drew Brees, and he was a beast. So I don't think height has anything to do with it. It's just his processing of the defense. Raheem Blackshear listed as punt returner and backup kick returner in Carolina. You can have him. There you go. Take that. Take that. Oh, you guys already know. You guys already know. Is it A.T. Perry time or no? Listen, we can't say no to A.T. Perry. We just can't say no to him. I say all the time, we need to not have so much A.T. Perry, man. My favorite rookie tight end at cost is Theo. Is that bad? No, he's for sure the best one at cost. It's either gonna be Theo Johnson or Jatavian Sanders, but Theo Johnson's great. He's a great pick. Big body tight end with no really. I mean, Daniel Bellinger is not any competition. I've got Arthur Smith got his boy Patterson, who is an all-time leader in returns. Yeah, but will he be involved in the offense, right? Especially when you already have Najee Harris and Jalen Warren there. You know what I mean, Vern? I got my A.T. Perry. I need to under the 40% A.T. Perry. Listen, AP, I don't remember anything about that. You've got no proof that I said that. There's no proof. And don't worry about recordings on the internet because this will be deleted after. It doesn't matter. I can't. His value's too good. If Khalif keep putting return duties, he's the winner. Khalif Raymond? Khalif would be nice. I like Khalif Raymond, actually. He's going to step into that Josh Reynolds role. Patterson will be involved. He got an extension, possibly. He's just old as hell. Kaz was good, man. We're doing well. We're rocking and rolling. Appreciate you coming in here, smashing the like button, chopping it up. Appreciate you, man. I literally didn't take a Perry stack at 206 because before the stream you said I need to get under 40% AT Perry. Listen, it's all a part of my plan, Who Hames. It's all a part of my plan for you not to draft him and for me to get him. You fell into my trap. Take that, sir. Take that. Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? Look, when you see A.T. Perry, there's just something juicy about that. It's like, oh man, I need to get me some A.T. Perry. Mr. Bingle, you are a drafting machine. Facts. Facts. Patterson making more this year than Zeke. That's crazy. Guys, I started on drafters, what, a month ago? Like a month ago? I'm already at 87. All right, we're at the last round. Is the other one ready to queue up yet? Let's queue up for the next one, guys. Queue up for the next one. If you guys want to draft, go ahead and queue up. There's a couple spots left. There's 4 more spots, guys. Get in there if you want to draft. Any chance you do a $2 community draft? I do $2 community drafts when they come out with new minis. I only do 5 drafts per mini. But as soon as I do, Quill, I hope you jump in there with me. Who Him says I'd be up for a $2 draft. Guys, as soon as they drop another mini, we'll do $2 for sure. I see you've been live a lot lately. You're almost at 1K. Happy for you. Appreciate that cause. I'm doing 2 times a week since I had surgery. But starting next week, I'm only on Tuesdays again. What am I doing? Q. We're going to do 6 or 11. Let's look at the bye weeks. Doesn't really matter. Let's go some Theo Johnson. I'm okay with that.